Okay friends, so today we are going to make a detailed video on speed multiplications, and it is going to be very interesting because the kids in grade 2, grade 3, smaller grades, they can apply this technique and really do a lot of multiplication even when they have not memorized the tables. I am not discouraging you from memorizing the tables. If you find it useful, you can use this method. If you find memorization of the tables useful, you should continue doing it. The only thing is you should not be forced to do anything. There is some option exists. If you find chance, apply it. Here you will end up saving a lot of resources, lot of mental resources, and lot of your time that you can use productively. That is the basic idea. This kind of techniques are generally taught to kids, students who appear for competitive examinations, banks, JEE or CAT, because there they have to compete with 100,000 other competitors. They have to do things fast. We are not doing things fast here. We are only doing it to understand the possibilities that what are the other methods of doing mathematics, other methods of doing multiplication, where maybe we can use less of our memory and more of our processing power. That's all. We are not after saving time. But once you learn this, this is for life. Whole life you can continue using it. You are in a grocery shop, you can use it. You are walking down the road, you see a car coming and you want to calculate distance, speed and time calculations. Anywhere you can use it. You want to count volume, you want to count area, many possibilities. So in this video what we are going to cover is hello friends. Today we are going to cover the speed multiplication in greater detail. The question is again, why a grade 2 student or a small kid of 8-year-old, why he should learn this speed multiplication? What is the need for this? Why we should be after the saving time? Why should we do things faster? No, we are not learning this to do things faster. We are learning this to save our resources. One of the resources is your memory. You have to commit a lot of tables to your memory. If you want to do multiplication, you have to sit down and rote learn the tables. So there are many other tools available in mathematics which can help you. This is the beauty of mathematics. Mathematics, people are scared because mathematics makes them sit and rote learn the tables and many other mathematics facts. But the same mathematics is giving you these tools where you don't need any mathematics table. The basic tables you need, like yesterday we have seen, we were doing addition and delivering results of multiplication of 99, 91. Isn't it fun? Is not it interesting? The same mathematics is giving you these tools. So this is the very reason we should love mathematics. Oh, everybody has their own reason to love or not love mathematics. My idea is to give you tools that help you save your resources, and you have more time to entertain yourself with mathematics, more time to amuse yourself with mathematics, more time to learn the characteristics of numbers, more time to spend time with the puzzle, and more time to understand that word problem, because you very well know once you understand the word problem, you will take very little time to solve it. So in this series, this particular video, we will be covering everything about close to base multiplications. Multiplication of numbers which are close to 10 but less, like 8 and 9. You don't know a table of 8, forget it, you will not need it. You don't know table of 9, forget it, you will not need it here. Now multiplication of numbers which are larger than 10, that is 14 and 19, 15 and 16. Do you know table of 15 and 16? No need, you won't need it. Now this, when the base 10 is covered, we would move on to base 100. Base 100 is numbers which are close to 100, little less, 99 and 91. Do you know table of 99 and do you need to remember it? No, we will be doing addition and delivering results of multiplication. Same way, this was less, but again there is a possibility the number could be more. More means 105 multiply 109. Can we do it? Of course we can do it. Then there is another possibility where the number is less than 99, 1000, 991, 992 multiplied by 994 less. Then another possibility is could be more also. Can we apply the same method there? Of course we can do. So this is the very basis that we will be covering this time. Okay. So now we will start with from where we should start it. Okay, this time we will start with base 10, then move on to base 100, and then move on to base 1000. Okay, hold on, I'll shift the screen and then, okay. So here we have a couple of exercises, simple exercises. You know the answers by heart. All these answers you can do by heart, but just for the sake of doing it with a different method, we are doing it. Suppose one day your memory fails you and you don't remember the table of 6, you can still do it. And even if it doesn't fail, you still know the numbers. Just for the sake of fun, we are playing with numbers and we want to see if the method of 1000 works here. This is universal application of mathematics rules is what we are checking here. Can we apply the same rules here? Okay. So like I told you yesterday, there are two numbers. All these numbers are less than 10. Next, we will do all the numbers little more than 10. This number is less than 10. This number is less than 10. Can we multiply 9 into 8 without knowing the table of 9 or table of 8? This school will never teach. I just wonder why school don't teach this. Why they make you dependent on tables? Anyway, this is not a place to rant about schools. So what we do, we have 10 as a base because it is a single digit multiplication, and when we have single digit multiplication we write a single 0 and then we write 1. So 10 is our base. How do we find the base? We find the base by counting the number of digits being multiplied. Number of digits here in 7 is 1. Number of digits here is 1. So we write 1 0 and we write 1 here. So 10. We would be finding the distance or the difference between 10 and 7 and 10 and 6. Okay, this is all we have to do. Okay, once you decide your base, okay, the same thing we'll be doing with 100 and 1000. So again, how do we decide base? Base is, if it is a single digit number, we write a single 0 and then we write 1. So 10 is our base. How do we go about it? If you have your base defined, that is 10, subtract 10 from 7, write 3. And why I am writing this dash here? Because it is minus, less than. And here 6, what is the difference in 10 and 6? It is 4. This is all you will ever need to do. You will not be needing to remember the table of 7 or table of 6 even. I am not discouraging you again from remembering the table. These are very handy tools. This is only to demonstrate that what we are doing in 99 multiply 96 can also be used in 9 multiply 6, or whatever we are doing with 97 multiply 96 is equally applicable to 7 and 6. This is the purpose of demonstration. Or sometimes when your memory fails, you can still use this method. So you have your base as 10. You found out how far 7 is from 10, 3. How far 6 is from 10, 4. You simply multiply this. 3 and 4, you know how to multiply. You very basically, you know the table of 3. 3 multiply 4 is 12. And crossways, you find difference. 7 minus 4 is 3. The only thing here is, because it is 12 and our base is 10, so this 1 has to be carried forward to 3. We will leave only one digit here. So 3 and 1, 3 plus 1, we will write 4. Okay, here there is some carry forward involved, because why I started with this, because the number 7 is stray too far from 10. This method is very easy when the numbers are close to 10, like 9. You see minus 1. How far 9 is from 10? 1 less. How far 8 is from 10? 2 minus 2. I've already explained how we arrived at choosing 10. 10 we chose because it is a single digit. Single digit means single zero and 10. If it were 90, we would have put 2 zeros and we would have chosen 100 as a base. So now 1 into 2. See multiplication. 1 multiply 2 is 2. And 9, take 2 from this. That is subtract 2 from 9. This way or this way, or it is an or, huh? Either this or this. So we choose taking off, subtracting 2 from 9, 7. So 72 is the answer. Your answer is done. Now 8, how far it is from 10? We write minus 2. How far 6 is from 10? Minus 4. Multiply. This way it is multiplication. Okay? This way it is multiplication and this way it is subtraction. So 2 4s are 8 we write, and 8 you take away 4 from 8, the answer is 4. Or you take away, if you don't do this, if you are comfortable taking away 2 from 6, take it this way. So 4 is the 48 is the answer. Now when we take 6 and 9, how far 6 is from 10? 6 is 4 from 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4. 9, how far it is from 10? 1. So we write 1. But don't forget to write this minus, because it always is a good practice to follow the proper method. Why we are writing minus here? Because there could be a case where this sign will be needed. I don't want to introduce you to this later on. Chalo, I will explain why we need it. Suppose you are multiplying 6 with 12. Look, 6 is less, but 12 is more than 10. So we have to write plus 2 here. This is why I insist that you remember this minus, because we would be taking up cases where one number is higher and one number is lower. How do we define? Because one is higher, one is lower. Okay, but we stick to what the task is at hand. 6, 9, minus 1. So we multiply this and subtract this way. 4 1 is 4, subtract this way is 6 minus 1 is 5, 54. You don't have to remember the table of 6 even, only 4 multiply 1 you did. Kya kiya? Nothing. It is so easy, even a nursery kid can do it. And when nursery kid starts doing it, school has no job. Then what they will teach him? He already knows multiplication, a nursery kid can do it. This is why school don't teach this kind of simple tricks to them, because they will make the small kid dependent on them. They say, no, learn your tables and make that poor guy's life miserable. There are tricks available. Why don't they teach them? They will never teach them. I have never seen the schools teach kids this way. But no problem. They cannot hide away the knowledge and keep it in their closets anymore. The knowledge is everywhere. We have to just go grab it and bring it to little kids. They can understand everything. So this is my job. I will bring the secrets they have hidden in grade 8, grade 10. But you can do it. So you do it. I will bring that possibilities to you. Like here, this people in higher grades learn it. Why nursery or KG1, grade 1 or grade 2 can't learn? They will learn it. So easy. Just stay on. I will explain everything to you. 7 multiply 9. And we will take a lot of examples. Okay? 7 and 10. Again, why we choose 10? Because it is a single digit. So we put a single zero and put 1. So 10 is our base. So we will be calculating distance from 10. How far 7 is from 10? 7, 8, 9, 10, 3. We write 3. 3 is less. So we write minus. Don't forget to put minus, because right now it is not serving any purpose, but there would be a time, like I explained to you, one number is higher, one number is lower, then we will use it. So why not learn our basic paperwork right now? 9, how far it is from 10? 1. So here you multiply. Always here you multiply, and this way, crossways you deduct. 9 minus 3 is 6, and 3 1 is 3. So look here, 9 7s are 63. You are cross-checking your answer right now yourself, because you know the table of 9. Okay, now 8 5s are, you know it is 45. And I also gave you the trick yesterday. If you have to multiply anything with 5, simply make it half and add 0. Make it half, 4, add 0, 40. You know the answer. Okay. This is how we do it. We know 5 techniques of multiplication. We apply those 5 techniques in every case where it is possible. That way we end up honing our skills. We have to hone our skills. You have a tool lying around, but you have to keep it sharp. That way. See, now we have practiced what we learned yesterday, multiplication by 5. Okay, forget it. Yesterday I also told you, if you have to multiply anything with 8, what you do? Double, double, double. Okay, let us practice it here. Can we practice with 5? Of course. 5 double is how much? 10. 10 double is how much? 20. 20 double is how much? 40. We have done this in 2 ways. By doubling and doubling and doubling 5. One way we did by making 8 half and adding 0. 2 ways we did it. And now the third way comes up. This is the third option of doing one method, one question, one multiplication. We are doing it in 3 ways. We are genius. Yes, we are. Okay, come on. So how we have chosen base 10? Why we have chosen base 10? Because it is a single digit. So we put single 0 and 1. So 10. We will calculate the distance not from 100, not from 1000, but 10. Okay, I will. How far it is from 10? 8, 9, 10, 2. But it is less, so we write minus. 5, how far it is from 10? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5. So I write 5, minus 5. Multiply these two. 5 2s are 10. Anybody knows it? So we write 0 here. But 1 we will carry forward because our base has only 1 0. So we write 1 digit here. Now minus 5 minus 2 is how much? 3. But 1 here. Carry forward, so we write 4 that way. Why this carry forward business came here? It came here because 5 is straight too far from 10. So you may have noticed by now, if the numbers are close to 10, 8, 9, 7, 7 multiply 9, no problem. There won't be any carry forward. But you see, the carry forward business came here. This also came here. Even if it comes, use it if you are comfortable. Now here you see 6 3s are. Can we do this here? 3 has strayed too far from 10, but can we still use this method? This is the question. Why not? Let us try. 6, how far it is from 10? 4. 3, how far it is from 10? 7. 7 4s are 28. I don't know the table of 7. No problem. If I have to multiply anything with 4, double and double. 7 2s are, we know. If you don't know 7 2s are, then you know 2 7s are 14. Then double 14. Okay, I don't know how to double the 14. I will write 14 here. Okay, you write 14. Multiply 2. Multiply 2 is simple. Make double of 4. Write 8. Make double of 1, 2. So you know 28. 7 4s are is 28. See, challenge yourself. Challenge yourself that if I don't remember this, how I will get out of the situation. This is what I always tell my son. If you forget, emulate situations, create situation. Oh, I have forgotten table of 7. Then what I do? Is there any other option? Ask these questions from yourself. Then you will figure out ways to wiggle out of that. This is how I do it. I don't know whether this applies. You can apply this. So 7 4s are 28. We write 8 because in 10 there is only 1 0. So we write 8. 2 we carry forward. Carry forward, you can keep it in your hand or you can keep it in your paper. Here we will delete it here. Now here what you do? Here what you do? Look here. Problem is 6 is what we have and here it is minus 7. How can you take 7 from 6? If you take 7 from 6, you would be left with 1 less, that is minus. So this 1 less you have to reduce from 2. It will not be added, but it will be divided. So this is why we have to. So these 3 strayed very, very far from 10. This is why we came to a situation when we were subtracting, we came with a negative 1 as an answer. Less 1. So this less 1 had to be returned. And this is why the carry forward of 2 became 1. Okay. Now you see another situation. This also has strayed too far far from 10, fine, but can we still do it? 3 2s are, okay, forget it. I am just testing the hypothesis that we have made, that you multiply these two and subtract these two. Can we do it here? Just for the sake of argument we are doing it. It is not practical doing it, but in mathematics we have to test our theories. Let us test it. 3, how far it is from 10? 3, it is 7 far from 10. 2, it is 8 far from 10. 7 8s are 56. 6, we are carrying forward 5. Now when you reduce 3 from 8, how much it is? Minus 5. 5 is less, and here carry forward comes, so this 5 and this 5 is 0. This is why 3 2s are 6. Now you get it. If the numbers stray too far from the base, this kind of situations arise. That is fine, the situation is there. It is little tricky to handle it, but still the same theory applies here. So my advice is, if you want to use this method, use it freely on the numbers which are close to 10. You know why I chose this example for you? I chose this example because to demonstrate to you that it can be used here, but it is best used here closer to 10. 9 8, no carry forward, but when it goes to 6, carry forward is involved. When you say here, see here you can use 54. So simply see, closer to base you can use. All these numbers are less than 10. Now we will do number which are plus, more than 10. Can we use the same thing here? Okay, we will do the same thing where the numbers are more than 10. More than 10. Okay friends, so here I have put two questions side by side. One question is, you see, this is less than 10 numbers, and this question is more than 10 numbers. So I would write here, I'll change it to say 12 multiply 13. So we don't stray too far from 10. So how far 12 is from 10? It is 2. Is it more? Yes, it is more. 13, how far it is from 10? 3. It is more here. So what we do? Multiply here and write here 2. Let us finish this question. 2 multiply 1 is 2. And what we do? Crossways. We just see what operation is needed to take care of it. The operation is minus, because 1 is plus. So 8 minus 1 is 7. 8 9, that's 72. You don't have to remember the table of 9. You don't have to remember the table of 8. Still you can do it. If you remember the table, still you can cross check it. If you don't want to do cross checking, just have fun with the numbers. Finish. Now see, 12, it is 2 more than 10. 13 is 3 more than 10. Same way like we did here, 2 multiply 3, we write 6 here, and we do crossways. 12 3, what we do? 12 and 3, 12 and 3, what we do? Add, because plus is here. 12 and 3 15, so answer is 156. So 12 multiply 13 is 156. Same way, can we do it here? 18, how far it is from 10? 8. Look here, it is going to be trouble, because it now anything that goes above 5 is going to bring you carry forward. It has strayed too far from 10. This is only for demonstrating that this is possible, not for it is little tricky. If you wish, you can use it. That is way. 12, how far it is from 10? 2. Now you can tell me. You forgot to put the sign. You should tell me. You have forgotten to put the sign here. You did not write sign. This is a mistake. I will write sign plus plus. So what we do? 8 multiply 2, we write 16. But in our base is 10. our base is 10, there is only 1 0, so we are allowed to write only 6, not the 1. 16, 1, what will happen to 1? 1 we will keep in our fist, or we will carry it forward to the next. 1 is what? In 16 you write 16, 6 is unit and 1 is what? 10th place, so it has to go to next level. Okay, so 1 is carry forward, remember that. Now what we do? Same way, crossways. 18 plus 2 is what? 20, and there was 1 here, so we write 21. Is it the right answer? I don't even know, because I have to go grab the calculator for that. But we have done it using basic table of 2 and 8. Why table of 2? Did we use any table here? 8 multiply 2 we did, 8, 2 table we used, and we did see here multiplication 18 multiply 12, correct, 216. We did a great job, yes, awesome. See, 18 table, using only 2 table we delivered this result. This is the fun of mathematics. Mathematics is troubling you, fine, but there is something in mathematics that can solve your problem. So instead of fearing mathematics, instead of running away from mathematics, run towards mathematics. Once you run towards mathematics, you will look at mathematics close by. Once you look at it closely, you would say, there is this method that I like. This method I will use to solve my this problem. This method I will use to solve my this problem, because this method suits me more for this. This method suits me more for this. Take your pick, choose your tool, choose your weapon, and attack the problem accordingly. That way. So don't shy away from mathematics. Mathematics is trouble sometimes. You might feel it is too overwhelming, but there are tools inside there itself. See, I have certain vision. I'll bring those tools to you, but I can't have the vision that you have, because the problem that you are facing are your problems. So what you start looking for the solutions, you will find better solutions than what I can ever imagine. Okay, that is other part of it. Now we get down to this. Now see, 16 and 15 you have to do. Does anybody know table of 16? Does anybody know table of 15? No, I don't know. What I will do is 16, I will take 10 as a base. Again, see, 6 has strayed too far from 10. Here there would be carry forward. We don't worry about carry forward. 16 is how far from 10? It is 6 far. 5 is how far from 10? 5 far. But then again you can accuse me, you have not put the what? You have not put the sign. Stupid me. So I did not put the sign. What we'll do, we will multiply this and add this peanut. Add because it's a plus, otherwise you would have subtracted it. 6 5s are 30. We keep the unit thing here, 30. So 3 goes to next higher place. 3 is a carry forward, we write here, and 16 plus 5 is how much? 16 plus 5, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21, and don't remember what you were keeping in your face, 3. 21 and 3 is 24. I don't know if this is the right answer, so I will calculate. See, stupid me, I don't remember all these tables. Whoa, why one should remember tables? One should remember birthdays of friends. 240. I would save my memory to invest in relationships, invest in enjoying mathematics. Why should I bother about remembering the table of 16 where I have this tool? And I find it useful. If you also find it useful, use it. There would be some places where you would say, oh, this table, this method cannot be used. Then start looking for other method. There are hundreds of methods, many methods that even I don't know of. You will start exploring. You will go far. 12 multiply 15. How far 12 is from 10? Plus 2. This time I put plus. How far 15 is from 10? Plus 5. So again peanut. This is our peanut. We will do this operation, and this we multiply. 2 5s are 10. we write 0, and 1 we put it in our face for carrying forward. 1 is the carry forward. 12 plus 5 is 17, and here is the 1 that I took away, 18. So we write 180. Is it the right answer? Let us check. 12 multiply 15, 180. It is the right answer. Imagine I am carrying this and I have no shame in accepting that I don't know the table of 12, I don't know the table of 15. Because when maths is providing us tools, why should I waste my energy unnecessarily? I will remember table. I will remember 12 50s are 180. If I do this some 10 times, I would remember 12 multiply 15. But why should I start rote learning this every morning like a chant? 12 plus 2, 19 plus 9. It is 9 more than 10. It is 2 more than 10. So 2 multiply 9, and here what you do, the peanut, our peanut here, but the operation it is saying plus. So 12 multiply plus 9 is 21. There is one more way. When you come across adding 9, I will give you one idea. 12 you add 10 and take away 1. So 12 you add 10, 22, take away 1, 20. 2 9s are 18. I will, first we have to multiply. 2 9s are 18, 8, 18, 18. So 1 we have to go, put it in the face for next use, carry forward 1, write little 1 here, so we don't forget it. 12 plus 9 is how much? 21, and 1 this, don't forget this, 21 and 1, 22. Now see, all this thing you will be doing it in your head, not writing it. Once you start doing it, you will be doing it in your head. Let us calculate. 12 multiply 19, 228, answer. So what we have done now, base 10 numbers which were less than 10. 9 multiply 8, and we have done 7 multiply 9 without knowing the table of either 7 or 9. What we did was the difference only we multiplied, and here we added. We put a peanut here, but if you just look at the numbers, you saw this is how far? 3. This is 1. 3 1 is 3, and here I will be subtracting. This will go in your head. You will not even pick up a pencil to do it. Very there could be a question, but the numbers are not like this. Some numbers we will ask, multiply 18 to 47. What I will do here? Fine, we will find another method to do that. One method cannot be used in every place. So one method cannot be used in all the places. There is a place where bomb has to be used. There is a place where sword has to be used. There is a place where even the small needle can do the job. This particular method is handy when you are close to a base. There nothing is more effective than that. If you have a small thorn in your skin, the needle does the job, not the sword. It is most effective. So use this tool where it is most effective. Use other tools where that is most effective. One tool cannot do the job of everything. Okay, so that takes care of that question, that what can I use it everywhere? See, you can use it everywhere. Like 8 multiply 9, here what we did, if I make it 18 multiply 11, of course you can use it. 18 multiply 11, you are straying away too far from it, but still you can use it. I demonstrated it here. The carry forward comes. So that's all. So now the base 10 is taken care of. What is next? I will be taking, in the next video, we will be doing base 10 is already done. So what we will do? The same way. And in next video, I will definitely make it side by side. Side by side we will do. Like 99 multiply 98, less than 100. And we will do 102 multiply 104. This is more than 100. This is less than 100. So this way we will do. And after that, another video we will make where we will do 999 multiply 997 less than 1000, and then we will make 1004 multiply 1006 more than. Yes, I understand your concern. Not all questions are like this, but then this is why we need a armory of weapons. One we have knife, one we have sword, one we have bomb, one we have hand grenade. Wherever you come this situation, use this. Another situation, use another, and we will give you many tools. Okay, and don't think that this is for big boys. No, this is a method, as you may have experienced. This can be done by, used by anybody, including little kids like you. They can use it, and this is a big boy weapon. Yes, I know. People who go for IIT, JEE, this is the first thing they would learn. In whole school life, they have not learned. Then time they will learn. The whole school life, they never came across this. But when they go for competitive exam, they are learning. Why they should learn it that time? Come on, let them do whatever they want. We will learn it in primary class. This is okay. So this concludes the base 10 video. In the next video, we would do base 100 like this. Okay, thank you. And practice a lot. Do find applications and practice a lot.